Okay, what up, Fight World? I gotta eat this food. Wait for y'all to gather in. We gonna talk about this. It's okay. I got food in my mouth. Hold on. They gonna get this work. Yo, I gotta eat. All we do is eat. All we do is they want to say shit, fuck, damn like me. They want to drink soda like me, huh? They want to eat fast food. I'm eating Wendy's. Shout out to Wendy's. Y'all done did it now. Let me get something to eat. We gonna get this work. PJ Flores, what up? Big time, what up? I'm on one now. Wait for y'all to join. It's going down in the DM. I'm ready. We're gonna talk about it. Eagle Valley style, exactly. Yeah, I'm just trying to eat. Wait for y'all to join, and we're gonna talk about it. Listen, I guess I'm the new Cam Man. I don't care, anybody can get it. I don't care if you're from the UK, US of A, right? You could be from Argentina, Mexico, Honduras, it don't matter, China. Anybody can get it. Y'all gonna get this fucking work, man. I'm charging up right now. Ego like the DJ academics of this boxing shit. I don't know if you're trying to insult or if you're giving props. Either way, he getting his money. I'm getting my money. So in that regard, yeah, I'm DJ Academic. I'm DJ Clue. I'm DJ Drama. I'm all the DJ. I'm Funk Flex Bars. We gonna get this work. I'm eating Wendy's. Damn, DC eating good. That's what I like to hear from. He said he eating crab legs and Ego. Shout out to DC. Yep. I'm Sway in the morning. Smash the like button. Dan Young said all Broner do is loose. Bro, all you do is lose. You can't even spell lose. Go back to school. He said all Broner do is loose. Motherfucker spelled it like noose with an L. Goose with an L. If you can't spell, bro, and you talk about the next man losing, I'd rather be in Broner's position, making money and losing, than your position, not making money and can't spell. This fruit punch hella good. Bruh, ego work ethic is crazy. I told y'all, it's a surgical summer. Listen, I'm just trying to eat, and we gonna get into this. I know y'all didn't come to watch me eat. Just watch your last Ego Valley video, straight heat. We got that heat for them. They want to hate so bad. I understand it. They want to hate so bad, but they know it's making too much sense. Yo, shout out to Wendy's for this spicy chicken sandwich. This looks delightful. Where's that ranch at? We gonna get right to it. Ego don't sleep. I'm a vampire. I'm gonna eat this spicy chicken. Eddie Hearn. Oh, I can't wait. Brian said, Ego, you the truth, keep spitting fact. No, I want Wendy to sponsor me. Wendy's Canelo's sister. They both got that same red hair. I'm just fucking with y'all. Y'all start rumors and shit. There's clenbuterol in the Wendy's burger. Wendy's be tasting fresher than Burger King. Yeah, they both got freckles. He goes, Army is alive. We working. Is alive. I'm like Dr. Frankenstein. Is alive. We run the game, man. Jermaine Taylor, no. He said Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches slap. This shit slapping. Smash the like button. As soon as I finish this sandwich, I'm on that ass. Royal Rumble. Hot seats. Get beat. I'm gonna explain this Eddie Hearn thing I made a video about, and then I'll open the floor. I want someone to challenge what I'm saying. Y'all had a lot to say in the video. Okay. Let's see how many people show up for this hot seat. That's why I'm letting them come in. Just smash the like button. It won't be long. I eat pretty quick. Shout out to J-Dog, shooter in the building. Man, this is fun. The other thing, someone said take your time. I know I'm gonna get the fuck around, get the hiccups and shit. Why should Spence go to 154 when he's a champion at 147? Why doesn't Triple G go to 168? You know what I mean? It's funny, I see people say Errol's too big, he needs to move up. Okay, Golovkin's she's too big of a puncher. Why he never moved up? Why was he trying to go down to fight Mayweather at 54? Why didn't he fight Ward at 68? Explain that logic. Why is it Errol Spence got to do that? He's the guy that's not unproven according to y'all. He ain't beat nobody. They say ego working. Common sense just slapped you with some common sense. He said Brian Evans, I'd rather see Hurd versus Munguia. Exactly. Two big motherfuckers in the division who fight similarly fight each other. And they already fight out of the same division. You talking about Errol Spence move up. I think eventually Errol Spence can move up, but he's closer than ever. Keith Thurman's out of the picture, at least for right now. Porter and Garcia are about to fight. He's closer than ever to try to, because they never did what Keith Thurman did. They didn't do a million interviews saying they wouldn't fight Spence in the same way Keith Thurman did. You know what I'm saying? So, on the verge of that, why would you move up? That's stupid. Charlo Munguia, another good fight. Another thing is, Errol Spence is always built and lean. He actually looks smaller in recent weigh-ins. He looked like he had more muscular, like more vascular before. Just like how Anthony Joshua was always big, but when he fought Parker, he wasn't as big as he was when he fought Klitschko. So if Errol Spence ain't having problem making weight, why you want him to move up so bad? This chicken sounds good. I'm almost ready. Smash the like button. We gonna talk about this. Oh, Gabe Rosado's not signed to Eddie Hearn? Oh wow, I thought that was a real signage. They pranking people. Oh wow. Yeah, I just seen it on Twitter and someone retweeted it. So I thought it was like actually a credible boxing page that retweeted it. So I didn't look into it. I just seen the retweet. And if it's fake, I guess I should have looked into their retweet. That spicy chicken was good. Someone asked something about Kell Brook. Kell Brook ready for Hurd? I would favor Hurd. Charlo said it too. And both of those guys are his like competition. So he don't owe nobody no favors. I think he said Hurd's gonna destroy Brook. I would have to agree. I mean, it's hard to tell. I've seen a lot more at 54 from Hurd. I watched his fight with Oscar Molina, his fight with Frank Galarza, his fight with Erislandy Lara, obviously his fight with Erislandy Lara in Trout. So I've seen more. And I've seen him personally. And he's big. He should be at max confidence. He's not, both of his eyes haven't been banged up. Listen. I know they say I don't believe in triangle theories like that. I don't think a triangle theory is going to give you the multiple possible outcomes like that. But you got to look at, sometimes you have to analyze triangle theories and analyze aspects of them, at least. For example, this is no knock on Kell Brook. I know y'all want to believe that I have this vendetta against everything that is Eddie Hearn, but I'm just going off of the facts. Who's a slicker boxer? Erislandy Lara or Kell Brook? Who's totally slicker? If you had to rate slickness. Lara. Lara without a doubt. Right? Okay, keep voting a few more. Lara. Okay, so we agree. I also think Lara is slicker. It's kind of ingrained into certain Cuban styles. Not all, because Gamboa broke the mold. He didn't really fight like a Cuban fighter in that regard. But Lara, I've seen him over the years, watch his whole career from the robberies that he didn't win to close fights to everything, right? I agree that Lara is slicker. And what happened when he fought against Jarrett Hurd? He got knocked down in the 12th, and it was a war, and Jarrett Hurd still beat him. So Kell Brook being less slick, having more mileage in his last 2 fights than Lara had in his last 7 fights. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't spell success to me for Kell Brook. Now, people in boxing are sensitive, especially this day and age, but we don't walk on eggshells over here. You know what I mean? I have no ill will towards any of these fighters, but if Kell Brook coming off those 2 fights and then fighting Rabchenka, that I gotta see more to think that he'll beat Hurd, because Lara had 7 successful title defenses, arguably beat Canelo, arguably beat Paul Williams. So his only 2 losses leading up to the Hurd fight were controversial, and Jarrett Hurd kind of made it an all-out war. It brought out a different side of Lara that we hadn't really seen, and he lured him into a dogfight, even dropping him in the 12th. So what is Kell Brook in his second official fight? I know Kell Brook's fought at 54 or 55 or something against no-name people, but as of recently, he was 47. He went to 60, got destroyed by Golovkin in the end. Then he went to 47. Then he fought Rabchenka. But I understand he's had catch weights in his career where it may have been over the 150 mark, but they weren't against they weren't against champions. Hurd is a champion. So, I mean, I think that type of triangle theory would that would apply. So, I don't know. I think Hurd's too big, ultimately. And I said this after the Golovkin fight. Check my 7 reasons Errol Spence beats Kell Brook. One of the reasons was I thought Kell Brook would have flashbacks of that eye injury if the going got tough. I predicted it to a T. What happened in the Errol Spence fight? He had flashbacks, like a Rocky montage. There's no easy way out. You know what I mean? Had them flashbacks. And when the going got tough, when he started getting tired, and Errol Spence started really honing in, man down with that left, then what happened? He just looked like he was like not the same. He was bothering him, getting to him, and he's just having second thoughts. And that's what happened when you have memories like that, especially recent. Like Pacquiao, he got knocked the fuck out when he was young, and then he had did all this stuff in between. So that's why he was so confident up until the Marquez fight where he got knocked the fuck out again, because he had this crazy run in between that time. You feel what I'm saying? He had a crazy run, so it wasn't like a recent memory for him being knocked out against the people in the Philippines or whatever, Rustico, Toro Campo, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I just see Brook have an issue with a guy Hurd's size, Hurd's confidence right now. I talked to him. The motherfucker's confident right now. Thomas Sapp, $5 super chat. Shmoney gang, we working. He said Deontay Wilder the cruiserweight. Can you talk about this ego? I think Wilder put that out there. I don't think he's moving to cruiserweight ultimately. That's why I haven't spent that much time. Baker's TV says, Ego, you look like a blind camel. Was that funny? I look like a blind camel. Okay. Should we give him the boot like Louisiana? He said, I look like a blind camel. That's what he wanted. He wanted everyone to hear his joke. We all heard it. Everybody heard his joke now. In the middle of us talking boxing. I look like a blind camel. So, Kennedy Linder's in the building, my shooter. He said, like, I look like a blind camel, and Kennedy got that llama. Get him out of there, Kennedy. Show him what that llama do. Show him about that llama. Show him what that llama do. I'll be a camel. But Kennedy about to show you what that llama do. Oh my gosh. He gonna put 2 humps in your back. Oh my God, Kennedy clapped him with the llama. And then he gonna say, follow me. Bro, get your ass out of here. You trash. These dudes be so desperate for my attention. Anyway, we can't get too off. Clout chasing, exactly. I don't think Wilder's really going to cruiser. I think he would. I don't think it would happen soon anyway because he's trying to unify. So, I mean, when would it happen? That's why, honestly, I made the video about it and I kept it pushing because I don't think it'll happen. I told you, I'm a straight up and down motherfucker. Steak and potatoes. You know what I mean? Straight shooter. I don't think the shit's gonna happen. I'm not investing that much time. I know people want me to talk about it. Yes, him and Usyk, yeah, that'd be a great fight. I'm not doing all that. Murat Gassiev and Wilder. If it looks like he's really gonna drop down, then I'll spend more time on it. But, I mean, it would shake things up. But I don't really have nothing to say unless it looks like that's the course. And he's been gunning for a Joshua fight. And it looks like he'll probably get it within his next 3 fights, I would say, according to that side. So really, I'm not gonna. If anything, it would happen in the distant future. So that's my thought. Let's talk about Eddie Hearn. That's what y'all came for. You've seen the title of the video, and you stopped by. So let's talk about, before I get into that, let's talk about haters. The story of hating. The story of hate on, right? We're gonna talk about that. I did a video about this. Broner getting snitched on by Eddie Hearn. All of a sudden, I'm looking at the dislikes. I went to Wendy's. The dislike, it was like 27 likes and 25 dislikes. Then it went to 34 likes and then 32 dislikes. I was like, okay. So that's like, I call them half and half videos. Half people angry, or half people happy, half people angry. Listen, I'm trying to drop game. I'm gonna show y'all how to hate. If y'all want to hate, That is not the way. Because one, I think someone was probably paying for those dislikes because it didn't even have that many hater remarks in the comment section. However, that, even if it was legit hates, that doesn't do anything. When you're an established channel, such as myself, that shows YouTube is an algorithm. That shows YouTube that people are engaged in the video. So while you sit up here doing that, thinking that it's gonna make me feel a type of way or hurt the video, you're actually helping the video because it shows the YouTube algorithm activity, engagement, interaction. You think if Justin Bieber puts out a song, it might get 1,200 dislikes immediately and 8,000 likes, vice versa, whatever, right? But it shows the algorithm that people are watching the video. You know, even if it's a robot, like someone paid for it or whatever, it shows multiple people viewing. So if you look at it, the views shot up on that video. The video had barely been up, it got to 1,000 views. You don't see it. I see it on my end because it's an analytics thing. But you won't see the video views until, so just watch the video views on that video. So y'all don't even know how to hate right. That's what I'm getting to. Y'all think that disliking the video real quick is, I'm an established channel. That shit don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's at 59 likes, 40 likes. And at the end of the day, it don't disprove what's being said. Look. It's already processed. Hold on. I guess y'all can't see. It's not focusing in. But anyway, it's already at I just dropped the video. It's already at 2,000 likes, but the way the likes show up, they're not going to show you it immediately. I mean, 2,000 views. So, hate on. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You're wasting y'all time. The message is still getting out. You can hit dislike till your face turns blue, but I'm an established channel. So that actually helps the growth of my videos. I'm just trying to tell y'all to hate. If y'all want to hate, y'all better leave me the fuck alone and hope I get complacent. That's the best way to hate on me. Because then I might be like, oh, okay, what else is there to do? Get complacent, get lazy. But that just makes me work harder and it shows engagement to the YouTube algorithm. So that particular video that y'all was hating on, that actually shot up quicker than the Bryant Jennings video with Joseph Parker, because it didn't have that much interaction, as much interaction as the Eddie Hearn video. So I'm just trying to, ego, bruh, get back to the content. No, I run this. This is we run a tight ship. If you don't like it, Mr. Doobie Pro Blackness, don't watch me. I'm talking to the people. They understand this is what I do. We talk, we have a heart to heart, we talk about content. Everybody wants to like be the orchestrator of, you don't run shit here. Oh, get back to the content. You get back to the content on your channel. Now, just so we have that established, y'all can pay for dislikes, y'all can hate. I'm trying to tell you all how to hate. That is not the way. That is not the way. Because it just shows the algorithm from YouTube engagement. Shows a lot of people are clicking on the video and are engaged, and it's making them feel some type of way. Thank you. Shout out to D. Y'all stop coming here thinking y'all could direct the conversation. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was watching the NBA telecast for the finals. Regardless of what I want them to talk about, they're going to talk, Charles Barkley and Shaq, they're going to talk about what they have on their agenda to talk about. Period. If you don't like it, turn it on mute. Whatever. Smash the like button for the homie Ego real quick. Shout out to Mr. J. He said, the black channel. The black channel. Now let's talk about this Eddie Hearn situation. Oh, I'm not tripping off the haters. Trust me. Oh, my leg itches. All right. Eddie Hearn did an interview with IFL. In the interview, he started dry snitching on Adrien Broner. And in my opinion, taking sneak dissing, that's the term. I'm going to break down these terms. We're going to talk about it. And another reason why I like doing this is because all that half and half, what I'm doing, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but when I drop a video and it, let's say, has 47 likes and 42 dislikes, so it's real close, I immediately go live with the same subject So now we could talk about it. And hopefully, since it's in such a close proximity to that video, since that video was so controversial, now we could do it live on the hot seat. So all the people who disliked it, we could see what their complaints are really about in the hot seat. So fair? Sounds fair? Okay. Hey, pro-blackness, what are you talking about? You're not talking to children, Ego. Bro, please go to someone else's channel. What are you talking? I'm not talking to children. What are you talking? I never said I was talking to children. You just keep... You want attention that bad? What you want to talk about? What do you want me to talk about? Huh? You're not talking to children, Ego. What? What are you talking about? Someone said kick him out. Ego Army be ruthless. I'm just going to tell you. So anyway, everybody on that video, please join me right now. We'll see who has better talking points and what people don't understand. Maybe I could clarify my stance and we could hear what their stance is. So in this IFL interview, Eddie Hearn, in my opinion, subliminal shots to Al Heyman and dry snitching on Adrien Broner. Now, the people who, I guess, disagreed or had something different to suggest, they kept saying, Broner, he snitched first. He snitched first. Listen, if you're from the streets, it's not about who snitched first. If you a rat, you a rat. You know what I'm saying? So that's stupid. Oh, he snitched first. Second of all, let me explain to you guys the difference. Everyone that keeps saying Broner snitched first by putting his contract on. Now, the thing with Broner, that wasn't professional, right? Broner put his contract, something behind closed doors that Eddie Hearn sent him, or Matchroom or whatever, this 3-fight deal, and he put him on blast for whatever reason. So that wasn't the professional way to handle it. You, like, to be honest, to be professional, you could say, oh, I'm not interested in your offer, just like what Mikey Garcia is doing. Oh yeah, I talked to Eddie, it's a good deal, and we're just deciding. I have questions, you know what I mean? Mikey's cool. That's not his type of maneuver or whatever. But Broner's Broner. Broner's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. He's making money. He don't care. He young, he wild, whatever, right? But let me explain to you the difference between snitching and ratting and dry snitching and that type of stuff to what Broner did. Broner, again, was it the most professional thing? No, I'm not saying that. He blasted a deal that was offered behind closed doors. NDAs and all. I get that. But the difference, why I say dry snitching, is because what Eddie Hearn is talking about is implicating Broner, Steven Espinoza, Al Heyman, and that whole faction of doing something illegal. And he's admitting that on tape. That's the difference. What Broner snitched on, what you guys are calling dry snitching, that's not going to get Eddie Hearn because he offered Broner a 3-fight deal for any amount of money. That's a business transaction. So Broner didn't really snitch because there's no real implication. All he did was exposed a deal. There's a big difference. What Eddie Hearn says, the reason I say dry snitching, what he said on IFL was totally different. That's something that you're implicating things that are being done against protocol, policy, breaking ordinances, breaking laws, or Muhammad Ali acts, or whatever the fuck. That's the difference. Broner didn't snitch because there are no major implications. He did, yes, tell the deal, and he blabbermouth, or whatever you want to say, the deal that Eddie Hearn offered him. But Hearn dry snitched and basically alluded to shady dealings, or he literally said in the video, ooh, he making all these faces, ooh, I'm not sure how legit that is. He said that. So when we're talking about snitching, what did Broner really do? He didn't really snitch because Eddie Hearn, why would Eddie Hearn, a businessman, get in trouble because Broner posted a business deal? You get what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn didn't do nothing illegal. But what Eddie Hearn is saying about Broner is implicating or suggesting that something illegal was done. Right? 17 dislikes in 30 minutes. They can hit the dislike. That shit don't do nothing. How many likes we got? Smash the like button. We don't let the haters beat what we doing. Right? So you guys are so, because you don't like Broner and you want him to be in the same boat so bad that you're gonna just say whatever. There's a snitching is different. Dry snitching is different than what you accuse Broner of.
What will happen when I get out? There probably is no
Right?
doubt. Gilead is within you.
Sure, how your purse. Now, some not getting stick for it, people just not really understand how things work. When you're a foreign fighter, there's many different ways that your purse is broken up. One might be a payment for a match from sport. One will be a payment from the US promoter. That's your bout agreement. Then you've got money coming in from the UK, from international television. When you're a US fighter, you put down, well, you're supposed to put down your purse.
You're supposed to put down.
Some won't always put down the full purse, but really, you'd like to think it was sort of 70 or 80% of the purse.
See?
What Espinosa's saying is,
That's snitching. He said, oh yeah, you're supposed to put down your purse, right? And he said, okay, some people don't put their full purse, but you would like to think that's snitch. Where are you guys from?
somebody's your purse. Now, some won't always put down the full purse, but really, you'd like to think it was sort of 70 or 80% of the purse.
See, look at all these faces. Look at all these. But really, I mean, you're supposed to put. Look, he's making all these faces. You telling on the game. At least where I'm from, that's what it's called.
What I'm saying is, somebody is paying Broner 1.5 million on top of the million in a bout agreement. Which, if that's the case, is bizarre and I'm not sure how legit that is. But that's okay.
See that you are, bro. That's different. Broner didn't do all that. Like Broner exposed something that was talked about behind closed doors, but that's not the same. That's oh yeah. You would. I mean, you're supposed to put your purse down. Like technically, you're like doing all that. That you telling. That's you know what I mean. You on some DJ Vlad shit. You know, DJ Vlad be acting like a cop sometimes when he be interviewing people. Now, you got back to the hotel and the guns were all there, right? Like what? That's telling. That's something different. Broner, he told in the sense of told a deal that went on behind closed doors, but that's different. He's saying you're like implicating somebody to doing something, and he said, "Oh, not sure how legit that is." That's different. Broner didn't do all that. Broner said this. See, this is the difference too. Broner got offered a deal, 3-fight deal, 12, and he exposed it. That's why I put exposed in my title, because he exposed it. He made that available. He publicized that deal, right? You're implicating Steven Espinosa, Broner, Heyman's side of doing something, but then you haven't cited the proof. And like, like I said, are you going to take him to court? Like you know what I'm saying? Like what was the point of that? That's what I'm talking about. So once again, you guys tell me how that's the same as what Broner did by showing his deal. Because there's all these dislikes on the video. Now I just gave you guys an example. Explain it. How is that the same? Broner got offered something and maybe he wasn't supposed to say it. Maybe there's an NDA and then he put that deal on the table. What Eddie Hearn just said about the Heyman's Showtime side, he's like, oh, you're supposed to tell us your whole purse, but I mean, maybe some people, you would like to think it's 70 to 80%. That's different. Who the fuck is Phillip? He want this work? Okay. Hey, block Phillip. I'm not even responding to that dumb shit. Block Phillip Carl Roberts. Never trust a motherfucker with 3 first names. Block him. Ronald Finkley, J-Dog, one of y'all motherfuckers, block him. Phillip, get him out of here. He got 3 first names. I don't like that. You got 3 first names? And David Ray Allen and shit. He sound like a fucking assassin that killed a president or some shit. 3 first names. Who the fuck need 3 first names? Get him the fuck out of here. I'm lying? You know I'm telling the truth. That sounds like some serial killer shit. When a motherfucker got that many first names. Remember, what was Chucky's real name? Charles Lee Ray. That's all first names, motherfucker. Charles Lee Ray. Hey, Andy, I thought we were friends till you were a serial killer, bro. Get your serial killing ass up out of here. Charles Lee Ray. That was exactly what Chucky's name was. Hey, Andy. I thought we were friends to the end, Andy. Like, hey, John, you shouldn't leave your dolls lying around, John. John, I need to get out of this fucking body, John. He's like, hey, where'd you get your own personal mojo, Doc? Give me that doll. Sure. How you want it? Broken leg? Oh, the motherfucker was getting fucked up. Ake dui dembala yakuze asta quadimor. Motherfucker talking about give me the power I beg of you. You a serial killer. Get him the fuck out of here. I don't fuck with serial killers too much. You know what I'm saying? I know people who kill people. A lot of them in jail. But I don't fuck with serial killers. Why you gotta do it more than once? You a serial killer. Okay. We can't be cool. It'd be one thing you have beef with one motherfucker, but you killing everybody? Okay. I'm Money Ego. Back to the lecture. What Eddie Hearn just did was different. That's called dry snitching. Because now you implicating or indicting like the Heyman, Showtime, whatever, Broner side of getting sliding money under the table. Now I have the tweet from Steven Espinoza. How did this pro-blackness dude get back? Didn't he just get blocked? He said comedy or boxing. Leave. It's leave. That's what it is. I have the tweets. Steven Espinoza didn't specify what he was talking about. He said Eddie Hearn's mistake he said something, I'm gonna paraphrase. He said something like Eddie Hearn's mistake was thinking that Broner's not making more than that. So you could take that a million different ways. That doesn't mean he's getting paid under the table. Maybe he does. I don't know. I'm not a snitch. I'm not a rat. So I don't know what the fuck Broner's doing with his money. I don't know who's giving him money. And you know what? Ain't none of my business. I don't care. Unless Broner's gonna be like, man, about billions. Assisting bro and giving me money, I don't care. I don't care how much he's getting, and I don't know who's giving it to him. That, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe some of y'all ain't from the streets. You learn real quick not to dabble in other people's business too much when you don't have to. Like stuff like that. Especially accusing people of some shit. That's one thing you don't want to do if you're from the hood. Don't just be pointing the finger accusing people unless you have proof of whatever you're saying. Who the fuck stole my purse? Like, what you talking about? And then your purse is where you last left it. You know what I'm saying? It was under a pillow or something. You just accuse everybody at the party of stealing your purse. That's not how we get down around here. You know what I'm saying? That's bad business. So, like, I don't do petty threats. I don't do stuff like that. And, like, I don't, unless I'm planning on pursuing a certain avenue, then I'm not going to talk about another man, what he's doing. Like, what, you trying to sue him? You know what I'm saying? Why are you going to spill the beans on their operation? Whatever their operation happens to be. You know what I mean? What does that have to do with, hey, Ronald Finkley, you gotta chill. You just blocked Max Bigavelli and he was agreeing with me. You've been a little trigger happy, Ronald Finkley. I'm gonna have to suspend your privileges. He was saying, facts, get your ass smoked. He's talking about he was co-signing what I said. He was basically saying if you go around accusing people stuff of the hood, you would get smoked. He wasn't talking crazy to me. So yeah, you gotta watch that. Just watch what people are saying. Like he wasn't targeting me. See, Max Bigavelli, you back up in here. See, we fair. But anyway, shooters, be a little bit more cautious to what you don't have. Even if someone's a known troll, then yeah, clap them instantly. But some of this other stuff can slide. I don't want you motherfuckers to think this is just the blocking channel. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, there's a difference. You know what I mean? If you're going to accuse someone of what you going to do? You trying to take it to the court? Because if you're not trying to do all that, then what's the point of exposing the cover of their whole operation, whatever you think their operation is doing? And see, you're trying to like indict them, incriminate them, or at least speculate and get people scratching. Hey, how is Broner getting the extra money? That's why I said dry snitching, because that's exactly what it is where I'm from, in the Bay. I said this example in the video. If the cops was looking for the shooter and they're like, they're kind of leaning towards me being the shooter, and I said this example, and someone's like, oh, I mean, I don't really know. It was so smoky in there. I don't really know who did it. I don't know if Ego did it, but you should check that house over there. And that's the house I live in. I don't know who did it, but go to that house. That's dry snitching. Go to that house right there. Maybe there's clues. You're snitching. You're dry snitching. You didn't outright say I did it, but at the same time, you dry snitching because you're trying to point them in my direction. Dry snitching. Some of y'all don't even know these terms. You're talking about Broner dry snitch. He didn't dry snitch. He just showed the contract. That's not dry snitching because that's not anything that's going to get Eddie Hearn in trouble for making a fucking fighter a deal, you dumb mutt you. Right? That you're not going to get in trouble as a promoter for offering a fighter a 3-fight deal with your terms. There's no implication there. You see, you guys don't even know what snitching is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no implication. There's nothing that would get Eddie in trouble with the laws because you offered a fighter a multi-fight deal and they take it or don't take it. Right? But what Eddie Hearn was suggesting was some black market, underhanded, underlying circumstances that may be investigated, should be That's basically the difference. We working. Y'all know what it is. So y'all get your terms straight. You can say what Broner did was savage, ruthless, unprofessional, uncalled for. I'm good with all that. That's fine. I don't care about that. But to say he dry snitched first, how did he dry snitch first? Because what he exposed or showed is not something that's going to get them in trouble. It's not. Eddie Hearn wouldn't be in trouble for sending any fighter who's not under a promotional pact an offer. But what Eddie Hearn did, you kind of suggested. They're supposed to tell their whole purse. I mean, I don't know how those guys are doing it over there, but I mean, technically, you would want to think that 70 to 80% of that's different. Now you like trying to spill beans. And see, this is the other thing. Okay, Michael Africa Tucker, you in the hot seat. One by one, like Pusha said, we gonna deal with this layer by layer. You said Broner should have took the deal, silly bitch. We already don't believe you because why are you calling the man a name, knowing you wouldn't call Broner that to his face? You know what I'm saying? So you off top, you already have a strike from that. Just because you could have said Broner should have took the deal, but you said silly bitch and put an emoji. You know what I mean? So why should Broner have taken the deal like a silly bitch or whatever you're saying? Explain this. Why should Broner have taken Eddie Hearn's 3-fight deal? And who are you to judge what Broner should take? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, they can't win with the arguments that they have. I'm just telling you. They simply cannot win. Because one, like, why are you in another man's affair? If he don't want the deal, he don't want the deal. Deal with it. If he don't want to be on fucking DAZN, which is not available in my app store as of June 1st, 2018, then he don't want to. Broner owes Heyman money. That's the real right reason he never signed. How much he owe him? Since you know so much, how much? He got some advances from Heyman? How much he owe him? How much does Broner owe to Al Heyman? Since you know so much, I guess your last name Watson or some shit. So how much does Broner owe him? Watch him get real quiet or say something stupid. I predict this stuff. How much does Adrien Broner owe to Al Heyman? Since you know so much of his personal life and his financials, how much does he owe him? I can't be specific. Well, I can. Strike 2. How do you know Broner owes Heyman all this money? You said it's gonna be easy. How you know how much Broner owes? Who told you? How do you know? Where's the source? Point me in that direction. Show receipts. Exactly. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Show fucking receipts. Net talk. Strike 3. You can't reveal your source, and it's only net talk. L. If he got an L, put your L's up. I'm done. I don't even have to say no more. But you talking about net talk. So you don't know shit. What the fuck is net talk? I see people say they seen Elvis at a mall. Net talk. So that means Elvis is alive? Like, stop. These boys getting them L's. They can't justify the stuff that they be talking. Shooters, Ronald Finkley. You've been trigger happy today. Clap him. Clap him. You talking about net talk. Who is net talk? You can't even cite the source. Who said it? You can't even say nothing. I told you it's a Royal Rumble. Ronald Finkley just clapped you. That's an easy L. Oh, he owes Heyman so much money. He's the epitome of what we're talking about with Eddie Hearn dry snitching. You trying to dry snitch and say Broner owe Heyman money, which could be true, it could be true, but why do you care? And why are you telling us? And then you don't even have proof of it. So again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He was a dry snitch. That's dry snitching, what he was doing. Oh, Broner owes so much money to Heyman. How much? I can't specify. Then why are you bringing it up? If you don't know all the details, why are you bringing it up? What do you plan to do about it? He owes Heyman money. What do you plan to do about it? Nothing. So why are you even putting that man's business out like now? Pusha T putting all Drake shit out, that's different. Because Drake kind of started it. Well, they started dissing each other and they've had a long-standing beef and it's rap. So obviously they're doing that for position and power. Rap battling is different. But Eddie Hearn's not rap battle. He's a businessman, and Broner's a boxer. Okay, Benjamin Walker, you in the hot seat. So it's funny, it's kind of ironic, like Alanis Morissette said, that the answer to your question is also going to be your fate. No offense, Ego, but why do you ban everyone who shares a different opinion or have to have everyone gang up on one person? First of all, I don't tell people to gang up. If they decide that what a person is saying is stupid, I can't control the actions of another adult, a man or a woman. Obviously, you're not convincing them. You're not convincing to the Ego army. So we're going to put you in the hot seat. So why shouldn't these people who have been blocked, why shouldn't they have been blocked? Why shouldn't we block you? I told you this is the Royal Rumble. Save all that. But y'all don't want to save it? Okay. So now you in the hot seat. Ego's army is ruthless. Hey, it's where this world is headed. So, why are you trying to stick up for people and you clearly see what they're saying? These dudes can't even spell right. Kevo J, he dissing, but he can't spell right. He can't even spell rabbit, right? Right? So get Kevo out of here. Shooters, Kevo J, get him out of here and watch him come back, begging for mercy. Benjamin Walker, you just don't get it, and you should have stopped. I was going to show you mercy, but now I can't. Isn't that sports talk, though? People will share a different opinion than yours. You simply don't get it. I don't care if people share a different opinion than mine. That's cool. But when you're saying radical opinions that no one believes, and you yourself don't even believe it, and you get put on the spot, and then you can't explain it, and you start talking about, Ego, you're ugly. Ego, you little bitch. Look at your beard. Then why shouldn't they be blocked? Because clearly you had nothing to offer. Right? If someone says Joshua versus Wilder, and I think Wilder will beat Joshua, just my opinion, and they said, I think Joshua will win because he's highly experienced. He learned from the Klitschko fight. He has this jab move that he does where he jab, falls with the hook, and then he shoots a nasty upper. I have never blocked anyone for something like that. You know why? Because even though we defer and we have a difference of opinion on who would win, they're breaking down what they're saying. But if you're saying Windmill Wilder, the bitch ass hoe, and Wilder sucks, and chat shit get bang, and while there's nothing but a shit house and you're not talking nothing, then you get blocked. When have I ever blocked somebody just because I disagreed in their opinion? That's your perception of it, but that's not the reality of it. We differ. There's tons of people. I think Charlo has a chance with Triple G. Some people might think Triple G annihilates him. I don't have a problem with that. It's up to them. So it's not just a mere difference. But if you go overboard and start doing too much, and then Ego's Army wants to hear your perspective, and then it's a bunch of dumb shit, then that's when you get blocked. You're up. So what don't you understand about that? We can have a difference of opinion all day. If you think Pacquiao would beat Floyd, I told you I think Floyd would have beat Pacquiao, and I was right. But I don't care if someone picked Pacquiao. But if you pick Pacquiao and you're saying stupid shit, then that's the thing I have a problem, because that's not really conducive to boxing. So where you at? I just broke it down for you since you seem to not understand. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. We working. We waiting on your response, man. You in the hot seat. Notice how quiet it gets. Okay, he responded. I didn't come at you disrespectful, and maybe my perception was wrong, partly because your mods have timed me out for nonsense before and not agreeing with your opinion. Well, I mean, I can't control every little thing but you didn't see. Now you're copping the plea, because now you're talking about my mods and shooters, and the first thing you said was directed at me. So I think you're lying. I think you're copping the plea, because you didn't say anything about my mods accidentally time me out. That just came out after I explained myself. You know what I'm saying? You said, you said Ego, no disrespect, but why do you block people because they disagree? You didn't say anything about my mods, but now you're trying to switch it and say the admins did it. You know what I mean? And I can't police every fucking person my mods block. It's a free flowing chat. I might be in mid-thought, mid-sentence. They say Ego triple OG. So that it sounds like you copping a plea, Walker. It's not about blocking people because we disagree. It's if you're not presenting facts, you're not talking about nothing, you have no enlightening thought process or interesting point of views, then what are you here for? You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't care if I pick Crawford to beat Hearn, for example. I don't care if someone picks Jeff Hearn. If you pick Jeff Hearn, pick him for good reason. Pick him because you can explain it. Pick him because you think there's something in his arsenal and or a weakness in Crawford's that would make you believe that Jeff Hearn will be superior. Don't just pick him because it's something stupid. I'm from Australia, or white guy versus black, or you know what I mean, or something, and you can't explain other than that. Or even if you are picking for that reason, say, hey, I'm biased. I'm from Australia, I just want him to win. Or hey, he's a white guy like me, I want him to win. Or hey, he's a black guy like me, I don't have no other reason, I just want him to win. But at least show your face and tell us what you are. But see, the thing with these casuals, they parade around like it's something else, and they won't admit it. They won't admit I want Jeff Hearn to win because he's white. You know what I mean? They won't admit stuff like that. So if that is your only talking point, I'm not saying that is everybody's, but if that is your only talking point, then just come out and say that. Just say, I think Crawford's cool, but I would like to see the underdog in this scenario win. If you don't have no introspective insight as to why it'll happen or how it'll happen, and you just want it to happen, wishful thinking, then that's fine. But just say that. But these guys don't do that because they're too prideful. When have you ever heard Triple G will kill Charlo, and then someone just fess up and say, hey, I just want him to kill Charlo? You don't hear that. You hear him running around like Triple G is going to ice Charlo easily. And they never just say, oh, I'd prefer the white guy to win. Or I just want him to win because I like him better. You know what I mean? They rarely say that. They always try to act like it's some big, real reason until we break down and see who knows what. You're up. That's all we're asking for here with this new media movement, Ego's Army. It's not about having a difference of opinion. It's being able to explain your standpoint. Because, you know, all my soldiers, all the people who are really about this boxing stuff, if they say, let's say they make a statement for versus Joshua Wilder, why it shouldn't happen, they're going to be able to break down why it shouldn't happen. But the mass and the vast majority of them want to see the fight that I've seen. So they're not even going to say nothing like that. But if there are some people in the army, then they're going to at least be able to explain their side. See, look, here, we'll give you an example. Let's pretend I disagreed. Let's hypothetically, and this is not a real hot seat. Nacho Padilla says Spence is a fucking monster. Watch. Let's pretend I disagree. I agree with him. But let's pretend that I disagree with him. I'm going to ask him. Watch how simple this is. Back me up on this, Nacho Padilla. Just a random person. He didn't know I was going to do this. Nacho Padilla, you just said Spence is a fucking monster, right? Why do you think Spence is a monster? Why is Spence a good fighter? That's all you have to do. Let's pretend we're playing devil's advocate. I'm not attacking you because I agree with your standpoint and everything, right? But I'm saying, why do you think Spence is a monster? All you have to do is explain. Watch how easy it'll be for him to explain his side. What do you like about Spence? Why is he a monster? Nacho Padilla. We're just doing an example. He's gone through every one of his opponents like nothing. It's a breeze for the kid. See? Point proven. When he did respond, his first response was related to the question. He didn't say, "'Cause I said so, you fucking bitch, ego, shave your beard." He didn't say nothing like that. He said, because in my opinion, in my view, the Algiris of the world, the Bundu, well, this is what I'm interpreting. He didn't specify names, but I'm interpreting it as he beat Bundu better than Keith Thurman. He beat Chris Algieri better than Ruslan Provodnikov and Pacquiao, right? Because he stopped him. He went through Kell Brook and dropped him, which even Triple G didn't drop him. He went through Lamont Peterson, and it was super one-sided when Lamont Peterson is giving other guys tough fights like Danny Garcia. Right? See how that explanation just flows? So why would anyone challenge what he's saying? That's his opinion, and he's at least explaining it. But these other dudes ain't doing that. He messed up Kell Brook's other eye. See, he could keep going. But then when I talk to a guy that says, Triple G's the fucking king, Triple G's the fucking king, bro, he'll demolish Charlo, fuck you. Like, where's this coming from? Why is he gonna demolish Charlo? And then they start saying, shut the fuck up, Ego, you suck. That's the difference. That's why these guys get blocked. If you talking real shit or you have a favorite fight, like, just be who you are. Even though I feel like I beat this dude in the hot seat, what should we do with Walker? Timeout, just let him live, or block him? Or vote? What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do with Walker? Padilla. Well, my apologies. I should have directed it towards the mods and not you. I was feeling some way about that. All right, we're going to let you live. Nah, we're not going to block him. He waved the white flag. I'm just saying, I don't want this reputation of we just block people for the fuck of it. For like Tupac said, I'm not no bully. I'm just not going to beat nobody up because the crowd want to see it. I'm not just out here blocking people arbitrarily. But if you come in here talking crazy and you can't justify what you're saying, that's something totally different. So Walker, we're gonna let him live. We're gonna let him live. He came with it at the end. See, listen, if they wave the white flag in that regard, I'm fine. I'm done. We don't have nothing else to say negative about him, and unless he comes back with something else. But yeah, we're not out here just blocking people just for the fuck of it. But you should be able to explain what you have to say. It's that simple. Like, I could do a poll right now. Tank Davis versus Lomachenko. They're gonna be difference of opinions. Maybe a lot of people side with Lomachenko. Maybe some people side with Gervonta Tank Davis. But hopefully most of those people can explain their standpoint of why it'll be an easy fight or why it'll be a hard fight or who would win. Period. You know what I mean? And if you can't do that, then what are you really providing? Anyway, back to Eddie Hearn. Yeah, the other thing is, with, like, let's say with Eddie Hearn, people disagree with the video, but I thought he was like, you trying to implicate Broner of getting money under the table. And see, this is the thing. Steven Espinosa's tweet didn't say that. In fact, it was very vague. All he said was something to the effect of Eddie Hearn was foolish to think that that's all the money Broner's getting. That's it. So you can't just take it your way and your way only and just assume that, hey, he's on tape saying, oh, I mean, is he getting 1.1 to 1.5 million under the table? That's what he's suggesting. Daryl Brown, you in the hot seat. We just gonna run through it. Nope. Stop the presses. Grab your popcorn. We got another victim. Daryl Brown. He says, Ego, why you hate Hearn so much? What do I hate about Hearn? Khalil said, I warned you, Daryl. No, okay. He's in the hot seat. It's too late. Why do I hate Hearn? Why do you believe I hate Eddie Hearn? See, this is what they try to do. This is that new soft-ass millennial shit. If you're not saying what I want you to say about my guy, you hate them. I'm not saying that. But then in the crazy thing in the YouTube stratosphere, when it comes to fighters, like I hear people in videos, I've clicked on videos, they like, oh, Wilder, you fucking bitch, yelling and screaming. I ain't never even said nothing crazy about Heyman. So you explain it to the fans in the hot seat. You tell me why I hate Al Heyman. I mean, whatever, Eddie Hearn. I can't wait. You said why? He said, Ego, why do you hate Heyman so? I mean, why do you hate Eddie Hearn so much? So you explain it to the fans. Why do you believe I hate Eddie Hearn? Because we have a difference of an opinion? Anthony Collins, stop paying negative people attention. You still getting views. Exactly. I'm still getting views. So if you don't like it, check another stream. We working. So where's this dude? What's his name? Daryl? He Daryl from Coming to America. He alive. He says, Ego, why do you hate Eddie Hearn so much? Why do you believe that? Nixon, you're not being truthful. Don't speak for you. Don't speak for me. You said, yeah, but you're not a fan, but you definitely don't hate him. I'm a fan of whoever's doing whatever's right. I didn't say nothing. I don't say anything about Eddie Hearn and his decision and his interviews that I don't mean. So if he puts on the best fight, then I'll say it's the best fight. It's that simple. Where's this dude at? Where's Daryl at? Daryl, you got 15 seconds. We not waiting all day. You said I hate Eddie Hearn. Why do you say that? See how hard it is for them to... Okay. Firstly, Hearn ain't my guy. I'm unbiased. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out. I think Wilder KO AJ. You're copping, please. But you advocate for a USA fight. Hold on. Fight Wilder don't deserve. Who the fuck he beat. Never fought pay-per-view. Then you get on his character. Okay, first of all, you full of shit. Broner, ass clown. Bro, you full of shit. This is going to be an easy one. This is going to be a short night. Everybody type short night. He said, first of all, this is what these haters do. They start saying a bunch of preambles, and then they'll say something else that it's like, I don't believe the first stanza of your statement. Because of what you said after that. He said, first of all, Hearn ain't my guy. I'm unbiased. I think Wilder will KO AJ. But then by the end, he's talking about, who the fuck did Wilder beat? So you really want me to believe that you're a Wilder fan? But nothing you're saying sounds like you're a fan of his? Anyway, it's going to be a short night. First of all, you made the mistake of lying. And you said, I'm advocating for a US fight. That is untrue. I never said. I just did very last stream, and I know some of the usernames because I've seen the same ones, right? And I said in that stream, most of Ego's army, especially including me, I don't care if it happens in the UK or if it happens in the USA. I literally, it's on tape. It's on my last stream when we were talking about this. So you said I'm advocating for a US fight, which is entirely false. Strike one. Don't lie. All you have to do is beat me in the hot seat fairly, with facts, with shit I said. I never said I want a US fight. I said the money to produce 50 million for AJ is in America. But if he wants to take a $20 million pay cut and fight him next or whatever, I said I don't care. I don't have a problem with Wilder traveling. I said we just want to see it. Shout out to D. Exactly. That's literally what I said. I said I just want to see it. I want to see it next. And I said I literally said the opposite of what you're saying. I said I don't care if it happens in the US or the UK. My only point of contention is why ask for 50 million if you have no plan on taking it? If you're going to ask for 50 million, why don't you say, oh, 50 mil in the UK, I'll take that tomorrow. Now, if they offer you 50 million, but it wasn't in the UK, then you'd be like, hey, I said 50 mil in the UK. So maybe they wouldn't collect the money if they knew that was the other add-on that you would later throw on. Strike one. What else you got? You talking about, I said I wanted in the USA. I don't care. You have 4 videos. See, they count my videos. How much money I got in my bank account? You count that too? You have 4 videos talking about a Vegas fight. LOL. I'm not a Wilder fan. I'm unbiased. AJ has no defensive. Klitschko caught him. Wilder more elusive. But Wilder don't deserve shit. What are you talking about? 4 videos talking about a Vegas fight. What are you talking about? When did I ever say anything about Vegas? They were talking about the Barclays. I said Barclays could be a potential candidate. I said Vegas, there's money in there. What are you talking? You're just literally making up shit. We got to show him the door. Let's vote. I'm not even doing a third. Because he just keeps making up shit. And nobody's seen these videos. What 4 videos are you talking about where I said the fight would happen in Vegas? Put your L's up, man. I don't even have time to do a third because it's not about nothing. Look, the fans don't want you here. All right, shooters, you know what that means. Look at the overwhelming response. You made a comparison about Maidana and Pacquiao. Okay, you're all over the place. Get him out of here. Shooters, get him gone. Like, what are you, Daryl Brown? He said, hold thus L. You can't even spell. Get him out of here. You talking about Pacquiao, Maidana? Maidana's fat, retired, eating steaks and chilling, drinking beer. What are you talking about? Pacquiao fighting in Malaysia. What does that have to do with Josh? Get him gone. You see what this is what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. He said, yeah, you said you made 4 videos. What? When did who's seen those videos? 4 back-to-back or whatever, 4 videos in any length of short time where I said Joshua Wilder in Vegas. When did I ever say that? Y'all are ego army. When did I ever say the fight was in Vegas? I did a video talking about how the Barclays made a strong push to secure the fight. All right, Hussein, I'm not doing this all day. Just block him. Hussein, I'm biased. Get out of here. That's cool. I'm not doing it. We already did. The Royal Rumble's over. Because this is what they try to do. They just try to have fun. Like, just block Hussein. I'm done. I've already made my point. They're like zombies. They keep popping up. They want my attention so bad. So we're not going to give it to them. I see what they're doing right now. So anyway, Ronald Finkley catching hella bodies. So, you know what? That's a show. I'm done. I'm enjoying my Friday. I said my piece. Eddie Hearn, in my opinion, that was dry snitching because he's basically accusing or suggesting the Showtime side of doing something underhanded, paying under the table. Basically. And see, this is the thing. Steven Espinosa's tweet did not say all of that. It just says Eddie Hearn is foolish to think that Broner's not making that now or something like that. But see, this is the thing. Broner, he could, Steven Espinosa, that doesn't indict him or indicate that he's doing something under the table against the rules. That's what you're implying, right? The only thing that implies, basically, you can't make that like that's the only thing it implies, right? Because the thing is, Broner has a promotional company about billions, so his name is attached to the promotion, so he could be getting chipped off from that. He could be getting extra money. Why would that? Okay, let's say he has a small stake in the promotion because he has, let's say it's Mayweather Promotions, About Billions, and TGB, right? He might be getting 5% of the gate or something because his promotional company. I don't know, because again, I don't care about people's money like that, but there's a chance. Or here's another scenario. It doesn't mean he's getting paid on the table necessarily. Maybe he is, but either way, I'm not a snitch. I don't care what he's doing. He could have sponsorship. But here's another way Steven Espinoza, his tweet could make sense. I was at Broner versus Vargas, and Broner has an About Billions fighter. His name is Dez, Slick Dez, or Slick D's, or however you pronounce it, and he fought on that card. So, since he's an About Billions fighter, right, there's a chance Broner's getting some cut of him being on. And it could be other fighters. I don't know. I don't know the whole card, every card from top to bottom, right? So he could have stake and stuff like that. It doesn't just necessarily mean he's getting all this extra money. And then, like I said, the bottom line is this: DAZN, we want to see who's going to be on DAZN. Why even do 30-minute interviews worried about a guy who denied you? It's Broner. If he don't want to sign to you, don't want to sign to you. If he want to expose you, then who cares? Like, see, this is the thing that's concerning. Eddie Hearn keeps talking about DAZN and how it's going to crush and has this new infrastructure that has never been done, and we're going to sign 3 to 5 big names, just 3 to 5, so we can map it out for them and make them into superstars and this, that, and the third, and then we're going to sign 12 champions, former world champion. But then you still talk about Broner denying you, declining you. So if you have so much popping, then just tell us about that. Who are these 6 fighters that have already signed to the platform? I want to know, because that's going to determine if I invest, or not invest, but subscribe to DAZN. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Why say you signed 6 people to the platform, but nobody can know about who they are? If anything, just don't come out until you're ready to release that information. Like if it's going to be some big reveal in September and you can't reveal who, then what's the point of saying, oh, I got 6 guys, they're already signed, and I'm talking to 12, and my DMs are full, everybody's jumping in. And when Broner put the contract, and see, this is the other thing. This is the other thing that scares me about what Eddie Hearn said in his interview. Y'all can get mad all you want. Smash the like button. But Eddie Hearn says, oh, ever since Broner put his 3-fight deal on blast, he says, oh, I got guys chomping at the bit, like, oh, I'll take that deal, pay me that. But guess what? That's probably true, or it could be true, but those guys aren't Broner necessarily. So yeah, there's probably a ton of guys who want $2 million a paycheck. You know what I mean? But are you going to give them to it? You have to be the right fighter to even get 2 million, 2.2 million, 2.5 million. So yeah, you may have people who are like, yeah, I'll take that. But are they worth that? Are you willing to pay them that? Are they going to have the mouthpiece to put asses in the seats and have the ingenious plots like to beef with Tekashi and shit like that to make it worth your while to give them what you offered Broner? You know what I'm saying? So I have questions about this. Airshow Sports, my guy, he said the DAZN stunt has been a blunder so far. LOL. He said it's that J.R. Smith. It's a blunder. I want to know. Ego, let me know if I can time off as a mod. Respect, Ego Army. What do you mean by that? I don't get what you're saying. To Finkley. You saying you're about to leave the stream or what? I saw the title to the stream, started dying, then ran into the room. I mean, yeah, Ronald Finkley, that's up to you. You can take off for a while. You want to take off for a while as a mod? That's fine. If you want, it's up to you. Just let me know. But yeah, like this Eddie Hearn thing is like, yeah, just let me know what you decide or whatever. But yeah, like it doesn't. I want to see, like, Eddie Hearn keeps. I call it in the Bay. We call it selling the dream. You know what I mean? You telling us what DAZN's gonna do, but it's like, let's see it. Let's see who you're signing. Who do you have? Like, sign Gary Russell. Didn't he have a little bit of issue with Al Heyman or something? He's a good fighter. Sign him. Can you sign? Like, who are you signing? That's all I need to know. You know what I mean? Because instead of talking about a failed venture or Broner turn you down and like dry snitching on their operation and making it like they're doing something on the table, I don't care about that. I care more about who's going to be on DAZN. And all I keep hearing is 6 mystery fighters, 12 on the phone on speed dial, and 24 coming. Like, who? That's all I want to know. Like that, I just want to know. Yeah, D215. If y'all want to switch, that's cool. And then Ronald Finkley, when you good, you can come back. Just let me know. You want to do that? It's up to you. I'll do it right now before I forget. It's up to you. You can stay in the stream, enjoy your Friday or whatever. But yeah, like Chavez Jr. and Rosado, y'all crazy. All right, we're gonna switch you out, and let me know if you want to switch, man. Or let me know if you want back. All right, D, you up? I know you from. We had that. I guess you accidentally got blocked. I remember your shit. So we just swapped out 2 mods. Cool. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing is like. You still talking about Broner denying you, but I want to know, fuck the denial shit. Like, that's cool. That's like a week ago. I want to know who you're signing. I don't really care about who you're not signing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, see, that's why, like, I try my best. The only thing I fucked up with were these hats. I told people about it before I was ready to launch, and that's the only thing. But in general, I try not to do that. I try not to announce stuff. Ronald Finkley said he ain't fucking with you fuckboys. That's my thing. Is like, I try not to announce too much. Don't announce your moves before you make them. You know what I mean? So if you got all this stuff, people in your DMs and stuff, that's cool. We'll wait. I would rather wait than to hear, 6 fighters, yeah, and then not know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we got that Mexico Eagle hat coming. Got it. Mexican fans show some of the best love in boxing. So we got to do that for them. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is I just want to see what DAZN has to offer. I'm not knocking. I'm not saying it can't work, but all I've said is I think it's harder to break through the market than Eddie Hearn probably thought, because you have stuff you can't account for. And listen, you can get mad at me, but all these people out here who are saying that Broner's an idiot for not taking the deal, you don't. It's his life. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, Broner, you're an idiot for naming your son Adrien or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna tell that man what to name his kids? Why you name her Lele? That's his business. If he feels he's in a financial status or stat, you know what I mean, to refuse Eddie Hearn's offer, or he likes his... See, sometimes it's not just about money, which some of you guys should know. Maybe he likes... Here, this is why it's probably harder for Eddie Hearn than he expected. Broner wasn't making no money as a prize fighter, and then he got big with Al Heyman. So Broner may feel that his allegiance is with Al Heyman because he went from very small paydays when he was unheard of to all the paydays he's had thus far. So it's hard to break those lines of trust. If Al Heyman has never steered him wrong in his career, win, lose, or draw, you know what I mean? Al Heyman was there with him for those moments. So maybe he feels loyalty to that. And Eddie Hearn can't just come in and buy that. You get what I'm saying? When Broner lost to Maidana, who was there? I don't know. I don't know what they talked about, but who was there? Or who was at least in the picture? Al Heyman. So Broner, let's say after that loss, let's say he was broke, or not broke, but let's say he needed money and needed advance. Eddie Hearn wasn't in the picture at that time. So, you know what I mean? You can't just come waving money and expect people to switch sides, jump ships, especially when nobody really knows the details. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows the details of DAZN. No one knows if it's going to tank in America. Just because it was successful in Japan and Australia and Canada, that don't have nothing to do with America. And that's the market he's trying to break into. He'd still be with Heyman even if he was signed with Hearn, no? Yeah, Heyman could like Daniel Jacobs. But what about Steven Espinoza? See, you guys can't, you're not going to stumble me up. You see how quick I could respond to that? Okay, Al Heyman is just one piece of the pie. What about Steven Espinoza? What if Broner wanted to get back and then Showtime always gave him a look? You know what I mean? Like when Showtime aired his fight with Khabib Alikverdiev, and I think he was coming off a Sean Porter loss. What about that? So even if you're not, okay, Al Heyman's his advisor. So if he goes to DAZN, I doubt he can be on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? I think because what's the point of going to DAZN if you're still fighting on Showtime? I don't get it. Well, Miguel says, it was just a question. Okay, well, that's my follow-up question to you. Al Heyman's only one piece of the puzzle in terms of the loyalty. So I'm telling you, Steven Espinoza and his network, CBS Showtime, they presented a lot of looks for Adrien Broner. After he lost to Sean Porter, second pro loss, they still put him on the network as the main event versus Khabib Alikverdiev. They let him fight Ashley Theophane on their network as a main event. It wasn't the hugest fight or the biggest fight. He got $1 million for that on their network. So there's other ties and allegiances outside of just Al Heyman. And that's what I don't think Eddie Hearn anticipated. You can't just come in waving money and think you're going to buy people off. Maybe you do. Maybe Mikey goes with you. Maybe the Charles go. I don't know. That's their decision. Ultimately, I don't care. If DAZN could put on the best fights, then fuck it. They putting on the best fights. But I think it's harder than he expected. That's all I'm saying. Who I understand why fighters have questions. Let's say Broner takes the money, just for the money. $2 million, $2 million, $2 million. It's like Cotto. Cotto got some good deals at the end of his career. Golden Boy, Rock Nation, they gave him some good money. But really, who was he fighting? The last leg of his career, he wasn't fighting nobody. The only person he really fought was Canelo, and he got whooped, in my opinion, and a gimpy Sergio Martinez. But all them other fights, he could have retired, and I would have been perfectly okay with the legacy he had. Because Daniel Gill at a catchweight, a guy who started at 35, moving up to 54, like Kama guy who lost to Robert Guerrero, who's now retired, fights with Saddam Ali. I mean, yeah, you were with Golden Boy and Rock Nation for them fights, but who cares about those fights? Did that really enhance Cotto's already deep resume? Rock Nation definitely probably lost money. Yeah, I think Dana White will give fighters, for sure. And that's another thing Eddie Hearn has to compete with. And see, this is the other thing. Talk about Danny. Dana White is cool with the Al Heyman. Like, he's worked with them in a capacity. So, I would say he would probably be linking up with them before anyone else, because he just worked on a big promo and made dough with the Mayweather-McGregor situation. So, yeah, we'll see what DAZN has to hold, but I want to get to the point. Like, I don't really care about all the people you're talking to and people who denied you and the dry snitch. I don't really care. I just want to see who's going to be on this. Like, my thing is this: why even announce this platform a month or whatever, 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. Oh, $1 billion, and then there's nothing to really get excited about yet. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know who's going to be on the... And people are like, oh, Ego's hating. He wants it to fail. I don't want it to fail. But if it's going to fail, it's going to fail. It has nothing, very little to do with me. If you put on great fights, like, you know what I'm saying? I never told no one to not get the ESPN Plus app because Top Rank's telling you their schedule. You know what I'm saying? I never said, oh, don't watch ESPN. I don't tell people what to watch. I just tell you what I'm going to do, possibly. Anyway, I'm out. That's a stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just going to chill. Enjoy the rest of my Friday. It's only 8:30. I might go out. I got to make a couple calls. Holla at the kids. Stay tuned to the channel. We working. Shout out to everyone. Some people couldn't make it in the hot seat. Y'all know the game. And y'all know the name. Ego. Signing off.